Let's say
Why
that.
why am I not recording right now, Zach? I
Yeah.
just like in the Bad Dragon show at the Kingsmoot scene, one of the best scenes in the entire series.
In the
Euron
books, at
Greyjoy
least.
extolling why he should be king says, "I'm gonna
I
engage
actually,
with the queen with my
yeah,
large member."
yeah, that's true. Uh, I
Euron
think
Greyjoy,
specifically,
member of the membership, by the way.
yes, I think specifically he says he's going to give her a fleet along with
Yes,
the. It's
you
like
are right.
it's I I'm gonna give her a navy and a little bit more, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink.
Uh, in the comments below, please put your favorite Euron quote. I do not mean Euron from the books. I do mean Euron from the show.
Yes, you're on Sparrow from the show.
And while you're doing that, please check in the description because you will find a nerd poll.
Yes, there's a nerd poll in the description of this video.
Please fill it out to the best of your ability. It's going to be for a really good video that is one of Zach's brainchilds that I will not spoil now.
It's going to be different than anything we've done before. It's another weird entry into our channel, but I'm very very happy with it.
Yeah. Also, we have a Discord if you want to check it out down there, where we talk about nerd stuff. It's basically what we do now, but more aggressive.
Yes,
When
yes,
you show up to the Discord, there's a channel called Nerd Arguments. The first thing you do is put what the worst sandwich is. That's become precedent.
yeah. It's a rite of passage.
Yeah.
You know,
Uh,
it's not that you have to do it, but it is like expected. It's like catching a fish in Seattle that they throw at you at the one marketplace,
oh.
or eating wings and then jumping through a table in Buffalo,
Oh, was that not? Are
or
we not making that mandatory?
it's you're allowed to not do that, but everybody will be disappointed in you.
I wish you told me. I've already banned 6 people.
Oh, oh wow. Well,
They made a post.
never
They
mind.
made a post in the channel without first saying what the worst sandwich is, and that's grounds for a permaban. They're blocked from that. They're blocked from the Discord and from the YouTube channel.
Wow. And I know you have friends like who are higher ups at Discord, so like they probably just start like their entire Discord account just disappeared.
Yeah. Yep, they blocked their
Uh,
IP address.
yeah. Hell, if you like, like pulled on like some of our CIA contacts, maybe they got whacked. Uh,
Yeah. I only did that to one of them. That was the person who said that Reubens are good sandwiches.
well, if you know I disappear, fellows, it's for that reason. Uh,
Zach, I understand you have a theory for me.
I do have a theory for you.
Yeah.
I crafted this one a little while ago, uh, and I'm really happy with it.
Okay.
I don't know if I can say it's my dumbest theory yet, but because I've seen some of the theories I've made, but I think it's a contender. And it's thematically appropriate for this time of year. Let's say that could mean a lot of things.
Is it a spooky theory?
It is definitely a fall theory.
Yeah. Yeah. Spooky theory.
All right, Tom.
Yes,
Are you ready for the first quote here?
I am.
I'm gonna read it a little bit slow. You don't need to get the whole thing, but I'm gonna try to read the whole thing out for everybody. And it's our old friend Torment.
Yeah.
Did she? Question mark. She burned that fine big horn. Aye. A bloody sin, I call it. 1,000 years old, that was. We found it in a giant's grave. And no man o' us had ever seen a horn so big.
In a
That
giant's,
must...
giant's grave, and no man of us had ever seen a horn that big.
So big, yes, but same concept. That must have been why Mance got the notion to tell you it were Joramans.
Whoa. Whoa. Zach, is this a Horn of Winter theory?
Ooh boy.
Oh.
Is the Horn of Winter a major part of this theory? And oh boy, is it going to be fun when you try and bridge everything else into it?
Ever seen a horn so big? That must have been why Mance got the notion to tell you it were Joramans. Did I spell Joramans right?
Let's see. Yeah, you see an apostrophe there, but yes.
Wait, no, it's more than one Joraman.
There's many Joraman.
That's why they have the word "were" there. It were Joraman. Okay. Ooh, all right. We're talking about the Horn of Winter. I loved this misdirection, which I think comes in book 5, where we just like straight up where we just learn that we and Jon Snow have both been lied to. That the horn, that what they had was not the Horn of Winter, it was just a horn.
Yeah. This is like, Mance does this all the time. This also is why I believe Mance wrote the Pink Letter. Fucker will lie. Oh, wait, how early in the video? Oh, for past 5 minutes.
Yeah!
Right? Fucker will lie about whatever for his political gain. If he shows up with a giant horn and he thinks he can convince people that is the Horn of Winter, like, he will commit to that, and then when it gets burned, he'll just be like, "Oh, you believe that?
You idiot. That wasn't the Horn of Winter."
Never straight up said it was the Horn of Winter. I just heavily implied it was the Horn of Winter, and you never second guessed it.
Yeah, it's not my fault that when I said I have the power to bring down the wall, you thought that was what I meant. What I meant was pickaxes.
Yeah, I didn't specify a time frame.
Zach, I have some. I'm gonna start shooting here, shall I?
Go for it.
At the Fist of the First Men, Samwell Tarly finds an old horn with a big old pile of dragon glass.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, okay, fine. Okay, all right, maybe we're going the other way.
I feel like him finding a horn does jive well with this theory. So I think Sam finding a horn is not on my list, but you should put it up there because horns are a big part of this theory.
Oh, okay. So I should throw it in.
Yeah, go for it.
Sam.
I feel like
finds and keeps a horn at the Fist of the First Men. Okay. Okay, perfect. Other horns. Robert Baratheon famously has a drinking horn in that one meme where he's like, "Start the damn tourney before I piss myself."
yes.
Is that horn the Horn of Winter? Is it the drinking horn of winter?
No. I don't it's a fun one.
Oh, stop this madness in the name of your king. He means Night's King. That was like a prayer. That was a curse.
Which scene is that again? Which scene does that happen again?
That is the hand's tourney in the first book.
Oh wow!
Stop this madness in the name of your king.
That kind of fits with this theory, honestly.
Oh, what?
Just a little bit. Thematically, it's appropriate.
How could that possibly fit, Zach? What do you mean?
I guess you'll see. Thematically, where we're going, that's not a bad headspace to be in.
Okay. All right. Okay. So the she in this quote is Melisandre.
Yes.
Melisandre burned a horn. And she did that at the same time as she was burning... Oh, and I guess that the bait and switch is kind of lampshaded, isn't it? Because that horn is bait and switched, and the burning of Mance Rayder is bait and switched.
Yes.
Because it's actually the Lord of Bones who gets Lord of Burned.
Yes, he is the one who is Lord of Burnt. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we have Sir Crispin, and then we have Sir Crispy.
Yes.
And other good jokes. Okay, sure, fine, fantastic. Let's see. The Horn of Winter is said to have the power to wake giants from the earth, and it is said to bring down the wall. Many people speculate that those forces are related somehow to the forces that broke the Arm of Dorne and that flooded the Neck.
I don't think that's the direction we're going with this theory.
Okay.
It's a little too much of an actual theory in this theory.
Oh, does that one does that one start to make some kind of sense?
Yeah. It's a little too sensible for where we're going.
Yo, I watched random internet guy's Tower of Joy video.
Yes.
And I am like, it's such a good video. It's truly phenomenal, but I totally understand why no one got there before him, because it really just like makes sense both thematically and textually. And it's also like just like a normal thing that a normal person can do. There's no time travel. Yeah. There's no warging.
It's a really unsexy theory.
Yes, it's a very reasonable, normal theory.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Like a knight in shining armor would be an excellent swordsman, but like you throw guerrilla war tactics at him and he's gonna go down like anybody else.
Yeah, and we
that's
know that
actually probably like a legitimate message that you can glean from like the books as well, and it'd be emblematic of that.
Yeah.
But man, is there no time traveling Bran in this?
Yeah, nobody even said Hodor. All right. Speaking of time travel, in the Bad Dragon show.
Yes.
The wall is brought down by a dragon.
Yeah. I'll say the wall coming down gets you a ding. The idea that the horn can bring down the wall is crucial to this theory.
Okay. So you the Horn of Winter has the ability to bring down the wall. We've been talking about music quite a bit.
Yeah.
We have the Red Door theory. We more recently have the Silence theory. Does the phrase Pink Floyd play in here anywhere?
No. That's a fun concept for a future theory.
Yeah, wait, hold on.
Floyd theory.
Now I'm thinking about it. And
Tear down the wall.
There's a lot of thematic parallels actually.
Yeah.
It's all the whole the wall is in large part about otherness.
It's about alienation and feeling like you don't belong, and yeah, there's an argument for a Pink Floyd theory there.
I'll put that on.
I do like the grand theory we're going here, that everything in A Song of Ice and Fire is just George cleverly making classic rock references.
Zach, that's seeming more likely the more of these we do.
I'm not disputing that that's also highly possible.
The grand album conspiracy.
Yes.
The yacht rock conspiracy. We'll workshop it. We'll talk about it. Okay. Man's got the notion to tell you it were Jordan's. Okay, I have a thing. We're talking about graves of giants. Lady Dustin's castle sits on top of a giant's grave.
That's true.
And I just I'm just always looking for as many excuses as I can find to spout about that.
Yeah. Talk about giants more.
You want to talk about one weg 1.1?
Yes, I do want to talk about 1-1.
The giant who kills the giant who is a metaphor for the New York Giants, killing that guy, supposedly killing that guy. Yeah, okay. All right, what do we got?
Sir Patrick of Kings Mountain, who has the sigil of a blue star, is killed by 1-1, a giant.
You said whose sigil is a blue star?
Yes.
Ooh, interesting. Very interesting. Now I should note, some people on the internet might get grumpy with you for saying that so categorically. Because there seems to be some evidence that it was not Sir Patrick, but in fact, one of the whites from one of the ice cells dressed like Sir Patrick.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's possible. I don't think it necessarily matters, because all that really matters here is the appearance of that having had happened.
Very reasonable. Can I expound on that theory here for a minute? I think it's super cool.
Go for it.
It is a side piece to a pink letter theory. That the pink letter was written by the Night's Watch, by Clydas and Bowen Marsh, and they wanted John killed, but they couldn't do it without ticking off the Wildlings and the Kingsmen. So they set the Wildlings and the Kingsmen against each other by making it look like 1-1 was attacked by Sir Patrick. They did that, the theory goes, by taking one of the whites in one of the ice cells, dressing them in garb that looks like Sir Patrick's garb, and then sending him after 1-1. Walking
this is
Dead
Preston
style.
Jacobs' video, I believe.
I think this is a Preston Jacobs.
I think I remember this one.
I think it's super cool, and I find it kind of compelling.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for Sir Patrick, noted not stupid person, to go and literally wake a sleeping giant.
Yes.
There needs to... at the very least, we're missing a hell of a lot of context for that.
Yeah, there's no real reason for them to have that fight that he must have known he was going to lose. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't go into a fight against a giant thinking you're going to come out of it. And if he just wanted to sleep with Val, it's hard to sleep with Val when you're a puddle of applesauce.
Yeah, and also, notably, 1-1 is one of the most, combat-ready giants. Possibly the most combat-ready giant alive.
Yeah.
He is a warrior by trade.
That's what he does.
1-1 killing people is, why Mance keeps him around.
Yeah. All right. Setting that aside, Sir Patrick of Kings Mountain, whose sigil is a blue star, is killed by the giant 1-1. Do I need to start talking about the National Football League?
Yeah, that might help.
Aw, damn it. George R. R. Martin is a big New York Giants fan.
Ding.
God damn it.
It's
one of these.
George R. R. Martin gives frequent NFL updates and opinions on his blog. Is the exact piece of evidence I have.
Updates and opinions on his blog. Zach, riff for just a moment for me.
Yeah, this is something that if you go to, during the fall, George R. Martin's blog, you will get very few updates about the books he's working on, which is not unusual. But what is different than usual is you'll get many, many updates about the National Football League. His thoughts and opinions of which teams are doing well, which teams could do better, and which teams he expects to do great things in the future, and just his opinions about such things.
All right, I have returned.
All right.
Okay, I guess we'll put this one down here with this guy, for sure. These seem connected.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. The Buffalo Bills are the best NFL team in New York State and always have been?
That's correct. And I think George R. R. Martin wouldn't dispute that too hard if we explained exactly where. Well, actually, he's from Jersey, so he probably doesn't care if the Jets and Giants teams don't actually play in New York. It's probably strictly to his benefit that they didn't. As a resident of New Jersey.
All right.
He lives in New Mexico now, but
like some kind of nerd.
he was a New Jersey guy for a very long time.
I pray the king shows you his mercy. Is he in Jersey? Okay, all right. So why are we talking? Wait a minute, hold on. I would hold on. Okay.
If you solve the puzzle, that'd be amazing.
I'd like to solve the puzzle, Alex.
Go for it.
You are suggesting that A Song of Ice and Fire is all a creative retelling of the Giants' march to the Super Bowl in 1991.
No. If this ends with a wide right, I'm gonna personally kill George R. R.
and Tyrion piloted the ballista and aimed at zombie Viserion, but unfortunately he missed by about 7 to 9 inches to the right.
Well, I will show up outside George R. Martin's house at 3 a.m. Like, not allowed, George.
Oh my God, Zach, what do you call a larger than average zombie?
What?
It's
a wide white.
Yeah. Oh man, I should have saved that for a pun episode. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh God, I would have killed you. The problem is, I don't know where George R. R. Martin lives exactly, but I can show up to your house at 3 a.m.
There's not that many people in New Mexico. Zach, you can't kill George R. R. Martin. If you kill George R. R. Martin, he can't finish The Winds of Winter. Although being alive has not helped him in that endeavor.
Exactly. Doesn't really seem to have changed much. Well, we can't tell for sure. He might write faster when he's dead.
Okay. Why are we talking about football, Zach? Why are we talking about football?
It might be a crucial part of this theory.
Simeon Star Eyes has eyes like blue stars.
Yeah.
Let's see. Brienne has sapphire eyes.
I do. You do. There's two things you should get here that I didn't give you points for, which is the New York Giants have a long-standing rivalry with the Dallas Cowboys, who are symbolized with the blue star. Should be up there. And the other thing is that the Giants jersey number 11 is retired, having belonged to Phil Simms.
Phil Simms for whom? The New York Giants have a long-standing rivalry with the Dallas Cowboys. This is a theory that I think, is this another Preston Jacobs. The 1-1 versus Sir Patrick is like a New York Giants thing.
Yeah. It's a New York Giants thing.
Wait, okay, and what was the other one? What?
The jersey.
Yeah.
The jersey is retired.
Yeah.
The jersey number 11, so 1-1, is retired and it belonged to Phil Simms.
Jesus. And it belonged to Phil Simms?
Yes.
SIMS?
SIMMS.
Simms.
Played on the Giants from 1979 to 1993.
1979 to 1993.
I mean, you don't need to put that down, but that's just your sports fact for the episode.
I'm putting it in anyway. Zach, the 90s playoffs are relevant. That's Zach. What are you doing?
The New York Giants are very relevant here.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Well, let's circle back to that. Let's circle back. All right. We'll put a pin in. Oh my God. We'll put a pin in the New York Giants for the moment. Bring me back to horns.
The horn.
Victorian Greyjoy has a dragon binding horn.
Yes, he does.
It is super cool.
And in thinking about that and doing some research for this theory, I have the workings of an actual horn-related theory that is not Mimi, that Dragon Binder is a huge part of.
Oh my God! I've just thought of some real good clickbaity thumbnails for that one, Zach.
Yes.
Can we get the hound in there? We'll call it the horn dog theory.
The horn dog theory. Yes, the horny theory. Yes. I think it was. I need to rewatch the newest episode, House of the Dragon, because something in that also. Oh yeah, there's part of one of the more recent episodes. I think the most recent episode of House of the Dragon. That was like I totally have an extra piece that legitimizes this theory now.
I've been loving, dude. I've just been loving getting new Ice and Fire content. It's been great.
Yeah, it has been great. It is given a lot of new life to some of the old stuff that I always enjoyed, but with the new bit of content, it just it makes reading it again or watching it again all the much better.
Yeah, we can talk about it again, Zach. It's not a dumpster fire anymore. We can talk about it again.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about Vagar.
I know. Totally fair use of your time. Just stop and think about Vagar because it's worth thinking about.
Stop and think about Vagar. Now, Fate, don't think about. Don't think about Vagar. Wonder why you haven't before. Zach, give me a card, please.
I will deal you a card. Do you want the next one that you don't have sequentially? Actually, yes, you do.
Yep, it's up to you.
Here's a quote. A ... crow?
Oh my God.
The Pale Lord's voice was dry. His lips moved slowly, as if they had forgotten how to form words. Once I, black of garb and black of blood. The clothes he wore were rotten and faded, spotted with moss and eaten through with worms, but that once they had been black.
His clothes were faded and eaten through with worms, but once they had been black. Okay, so we've got a bunch of Night's Watch stuff.
Yes, we do.
Are you saying that the Ravens' teeth are actually the New York Giants?
The what?
The Ravens' teeth.
No, but ravens are something like that might be relevant here.
So this is spoken by Bloodraven, everyone's favorite tree wizard.
Yes.
And
You
many...
can put Bloodraven underneath it.
Say again?
If you like. You can put Brandon Rivers or Bloodraven underneath the quote so people know.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Ooh, that's a good quote. Many people use it as evidence to suggest that Bloodraven and the Three-Eyed Crow are different entities.
Yes, because he seems a bit taken aback by that.
Yes.
And he doesn't understand it the same way that Bran understands it.
Yeah, and some people say that is Bloodraven not being aware of the way he's perceived in other people's dreams. He shows up in somebody else's dreams, and like he just sort of like he appears as he appears, but he doesn't know. But some people are like, well, he's a 170-year-old tree wizard. Why does he not? Like the correct response is, oh yes, I'm the three-eyed raven. Yeah, we've been chatting this whole time, and I am that person. But he doesn't say that, Zach. He doesn't say that. Instead, he seems confused.
Yes,
which is odd.
Which is incredibly odd.
Yeah.
Although perhaps he's confused for like different reasons.
Oh, are we
be...
harkening back to the Brendan Euron relationship?
No.
Are we shipping Brendan and Euron?
Perhaps he's just taking it back that like somebody so young would know something that happened so long ago.
Zach, it's pronounced taken a black.
I mean, he did take that. Wait, hold on. That might have been a ding.
No.
Yeah, that's a ding.
Yeah.
Okay. Ding. The Night's Watch take the black as a sign of their allegiance, which is reflected in their clothing.
Night's Watch take the black as a sign of their allegiance. Maybe two L's.
Another L.
Allegiance.
Yes.
As a sign of their allegiance.
Which is reflected in their clothing.
Which is reflected in their clothing. Zach, how does it reflect? It's dark.
Yes.
Shall I put this over here by the Brendan Rivers quote?
Sure.
Okay. The night is dark and full of terrors. Let's see. I am the watcher on the wall, the horn that wakes the sleepers.
Yeah.
Damn it.
That's not on here, but that should absolutely be there.
Damn it. Oh, am I putting it in?
What? No, yeah, put that up there. I am the watcher on the wall, the horn that wakes the sleepers is actually phenomenal evidence for his theory that I can't believe I didn't remember.
Yeah. The Night's Watch oath. And we'll put that like halfway between these things. Put that right here. I'm the shield that guards the realms of men. Let's see. What else we got? The Night's Watch members take their oaths in front of their gods, right? Whoever their gods are. Most take them in septs, but some take them in front of heart trees. Like Jon did, and like, presumably, Bloodraven did. Ooh, Brendan Rivers is an oathbreaker.
Yeah, to some extent. If he's still alive.
What do you mean to some extent?
Well, you could also argue that his oath ends when he died, and it's questionable how alive he truly is.
An interesting point. There is, as far as I'm aware, there's no evidence that he fucking died. Like, at some point, he was Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, and then he fucked off into the woods to go become a magical wizard.
It's true. He did do that.
Yeah.
I can't dispute this fact.
I mean, you could make the argument that he is still a member of the Night's Watch, but he doesn't seem to think of himself as one.
Everybody assumes he's gone and dead because they voted for subsequent Lord Commanders.
Yeah. Yeah, because he says once I was black of blood.
That's true. So he certainly thinks of himself as like a retired former Night's Watch commander.
Yeah, which is weird because Night's Watch members don't retire.
Yes.
And like Maester Aemon, his half brother, right? His uncle. Wait, no, his nephew. His nephew fucking stayed on the wall until it was like 106 or whatever. And Brynden fucked off to be a wizard. Brynden Rivers is an Oathbreaker.
Yeah. I think that's fair to say.
An Oathbreaker's life is forfeit. They say that a lot.
They do.
Huh. No man is as dangerous as the Oathbreaker. Benjen parallels? Because Benjen kind of just... We posit Benjen just kind of fucked off.
To marry his other woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Zach, I just live crafted a theory. You ready?
Huh?
Benjen Stark fucked off into the woods after he ensured that there was someone there to adequately replace him.
It's like there must always be a Stark and Winterfell sort of thing.
Yeah. Suppose Bloodraven did the same thing. Bloodraven fucked off into the woods after making sure that Jeor Mormont was there to replace him.
Or right. Well, at what point did Aemon show up?
They showed up at the same time. Yep, Bloodraven and
This actually
Aemon
kinda
showed up
tracks
on the same boat.
The thing we know from House of the Dragon now, that the Targaryens always do about the threat of the others, it actually kind of makes more sense that they always want there to be enough Targaryens at the wall.
Yeah.
And Bloodraven thought that Aemon was enough.
Zach,
So he could, like, Aemon's here, he's integrated well into the community, they respect him, I don't need to be here to protect him, let's go explore north of the wall and find out more about the others. And then Benjen's only job was to deliver another Targaryen up there.
Zach, you ready for this?
Benjen also somehow knew the prophecy.
You ready for this spicy nonsense?
Yes.
Bloodraven, when he fucked off north of the wall, made sure to leave Dark Sister behind for the next person who needed it.
Oh boy.
Longclaw's Dark Sister.
Ooh, that's spicy. I like it. I like it a lot.
Now I should note, that doesn't make sense for like 3 reasons, not least of which being that Jorah Mormont, I think at one point remarks, at least Jorah had the decency to leave Longclaw behind.
Yes.
Meaning that Longclaw spent time not at the wall.
We have a pretty good chain of custody on Longclaw.
Yeah.
That's a fun thing about Longclaw and all these theories, is we actually know more about its history than most swords, so it's hard to fit it into theories.
Yeah. We know it. We know where it was going back 2 generations.
Yes.
Now, could it be Blackfire? Yes. But could it be Dark Sister? I don't think so. None of this is relevant.
Not especially.
Okay. So we're talking about Bloodraven. We're talking about the Night's Watch. We're talking about Bran is studying under Bloodraven.
Yes.
Sort of.
Sort of.
It does depend on
These are all true things.
Studying. He is studying to also become the Three-Eyed Crow, we assume. Bran eats Jojen Reed, we assume?
We assume that Jojen has been pasted.
Yeah. When someone tells Jojen he's looking a little pasty. These are interesting clues here, Zach. These are interesting clues. Are there other horns? Are there other horns that I'm not remembering? We touched on Dragonbinder. We touched on the Horn of Winter. We touched on the horn that was burned. And we touched on Sam's horn at Old Town.
There's another horn in the clues, but it's not from the books. Nor is it from the show.
There's another horn in the show?
There's another horn. No, there's not. It's not from the show. It's not from the books. There's another horn-related hint that has nothing to do with the Song of Ice and Fire.
Oh, there's an external horn-related hint.
Yes.
Ooh. All right. I'll keep that in the back of my brain for a moment. 1,000 years old it was. This man's got the notion to tell you it was Jorman's. I saw a red door and I want to take the black. Eaten through with worms. Eaten through with worms. Eaten through with worms. Once my blood had been black. Well, we already touched on Benjamin Stark, who is a different former Night's Watchman. Is this a cold hands theory?
It's not a cold hands theory. Honestly, you got close at a couple points to cracking this theory wide open.
All right, where should I refocus? If you say the words 1991 Super Bowl, I'm going to lose my mind.
You should, the top right and bottom right corners are your best bets.
What? Okay. The Horn of Winter has the ability to wake giants from the earth. It is supposed.
Yeah, ding.
Wait, I already said that.
Wait, oh, you did?
Yeah.
I did not. Sorry, I did not adequately give you points then.
Okay.
I also don't have that written down as one of my principal pieces of evidence.
Oh, okay.
It's totally thematically appropriate.
All right.
I should give you a ding for that.
Let's say the Horn of Winter is said to be able to, quote, wake giants from the earth. It is very strange. It's all very strange. Tormund tells Jon that Joramun blew the Horn of Winter. Sometime in the past, Joramun blew the Horn of Winter. So, whatever it didn't bring down the wall.
Yes.
That Joramun is the same Joramun, I believe, who teams up with one of the Starks to fight the Night's King.
Yes. And now you're getting much closer to the crux of this theory.
Is this a Night's King theory? Night's King won one?
No.
Knight's one, King one?
Unfortunately, I regret to inform you it's dumber than that.
What? Knight's King, New York Giants veteran Phil Simms?
Not quite.
Not that dumb.
There is a ding here. Talk generally about the others and such.
In the Bad Dragon show, the others are made by the Children of the Forest. They're like weapons. They have a leader, and they will take. Oh, I just realized there's another Grumpkin connection. In the Bad Dragon show, the others take babies.
Yeah, and also people say the others take you in the books all the time.
Oh my God, you're right. Man, that's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite videos we've done.
It is. It's a very good one.
It's very fun and very creepy.
Very fun and very creepy. I agree.
Wait a minute. Okay, now hold the phone. We said that this was a. Oh, this is a fall theme. This is a football theory.
Theme theory.
Yeah. This is a
Go Bills.
this is a drunk on Thanksgiving Day theory. uh okay, sure. The top right and bottom right are my best bets, you say. Who?
Yes.
We know Mance threatened to bring down the wall. The wall was built by Brandon the Builder.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I'm supposed to talk a little bit more about the others. Presumably to keep the others out. Although many people suspect that it was actually something of an agreement between the others and the humans. That it was a mutual building. That it was sort of a border between territories.
Yeah, this is no humans passed here.
Yes.
And the wildlings just like, yeah, but what if? Tom, do you want me to deal you a card?
Craster is the child of Bloodraven.
We already established this.
Okay, that's not relevant?
It's not relevant.
Okay. Yeah, give me a card.
Okay. Tyrion reads the story of Bellicho, a Volantine triarch who is unexpectedly eaten by giants in the 4th book of his adventures.
Who is unexpectedly eaten by giants? In the
Bellicho is spelled with an H instead of a second C.
4th book of his adventures. Do we have this I here, or is it just Bellico?
You got it right there.
Okay. I'm kind of pleased
correct.
with how close I got.
Yeah.
Zach.
Oh no, wait, sorry. There isn't an I there, but it doesn't matter.
Zach, respectfully.
Yes.
What the fuck? I guess we'll put that over here.
I can give you another hint right after that will also make you say, Zach, respectfully, what the fuck.
Okay, perfect.
Stannis has a bannerman named Sir Clayton Suggs, who has the sigil of a flying pig and travels with Godry the Giant Slayer.
Godry the Giant Slayer. Okay. I remember Godry. Godry is one of the people who wants to marry Val.
Yeah.
And John, notably remarks that he, when most people kill giants, they don't do it while the giants are running away.
You might say it's a personal foul.
How absolutely offsides.
Offsides.
Delay of game. Okay, I have something I think might get a ding. What happens if I say the words pink dread?
Nothing.
Damn it. I know you were just saying that something in the most recent episode is helping you, and there is a flying pig in the most recent episode House of the Dragon.
That's for a different theory.
Oh, okay, fine.
the good horn theory.
Oh, okay.
Tom, underline the name of that person in Tyrion's story.
Okay, hold on. I'm underlining Bellico. Bellico sounds a lot like Bellatrix. Is this a Harry Potter theory?
No, it sounds a lot like a name that you almost said who is a real life person. Maybe a last name.
Zach.
Yeah.
Zach. No.
What?
Clayton Suggs. Clayton Suggs what?
Clayton Suggs for dick. uh,
Brendan Bloodraven? Ravens?
like the football team? That's close enough for a ding.
Ravens?
Uh,
Ravens?
Terrell Suggs and Mark Clayton played for the Baltimore Ravens, the only team to defeat the New York Giants in a Super Bowl.
Terrell Suggs,
Suggs.
and Mark
Clayton.
Clayton played for the Ravens when they beat
I don't know if they're on the Ravens when they beat the Giants in the Super Bowl. I think that's correct, though.
the only team to beat the Giants in a Super Bowl. Zach, there's a lot of NFL trivia in this question.
Yes.
So I'm going to put this here, and then I'm going to add another one. Brendan Rivers is often called Bloodraven.
Actually, you're so very close.
Right?
To
And then,
something.
and then we're just going to put this like right next to this, right? Because this is sensible.
Yes.
And it
Yes.
seems connected.
It is. Oh, it's 100%.
And then
maybe not in the way you think. I would also underline in that Brendan Rivers quote the black of garb and black of blood and crow.
is this a Chicago Blackhawks theory?
Not quite.
Black of blood. For $1, draw a straight line.
This is the rest of the video, by the way.
Yep. Black of blood. That's fine. That's not fine. That sucks. Black of blood. That's good enough.
And crow should be underlined as well.
Crow? Crow? And what happens if I underline the word raven and then raven? Is that reasonable?
That's reasonable.
Okay. And then we're doing...
I would underline take the black under the Night's Watch. We still don't have all the hints, by the way. I'm just trying to guide you the correct direction.
Take the black. What does that even... What is that... How does that connect?
Maybe clothing should be underlined.
Am I stupid? You're talking like this and this should have an obvious connection that I should have already found.
No, it's going to help later.
Oh, okay. All right. This is a helpful tool that we'll use later.
Yes.
This is New England Patriots, we suppose. Right? It's Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick. Ding.
Perfect. I hate this.
Give you the where is it? The New England Patriots, led by Bill Belichick, were defeated in an otherwise perfect season by a surprise Super Bowl loss to the Giants.
Surprise Super Bowl loss to the Giants. The Patriots, led by Bill How do you spell Belichick?
That is... Where is it? Belichik.
Belichick. Really? Huh. Okay. So we're gonna stretch this one out, and we're gonna put it down here. Okay. Why are we talking about so much football? Football. What's a football? Zach, we're doing another theory after this.
Did I accidentally help you create a new one?
No, I just have another one that's really good, and I want to clear my palate.
All right. That's doable, I suppose.
Clayton Suggs what? Okay, perfect. So, Zach, what the fuck? Why are we talking about any of this? Okay, so we have football references.
Yes.
Football references all through. Why?
You didn't get the thing when I said generally talk about the others. Like, I mean, describe them.
The
There's a
others.
hint there.
The others are white and blue.
Ding.
Okay.
That's actually pretty much exactly it. The others reanimate corpses, which are known as whites, and they are noted for their blue eyes, which they share with the others. And yeah, they're blue and white is also a much more general way to put it that I think serves the same purpose. They're highly associated with the colors blue and white.
Yeah. This makes sense to me. Okay. What are the Giants' colors?
The Giants' colors
Aren't they also white and
maybe
blue?
not what I'm going for here. Was that?
I said, aren't they also white
yeah,
and blue?
they're red and blue also, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I think they're one of many red, white, and blue teams.
Okay. Oh, yeah, he read that on the boat. Tyrion read that on the boat.
Yes.
I remember. I'm going to the internet. Giants in A Song of Ice and Fire.
You're only missing 2 clues.
How can I only be missing 2 clues?
You're so very close.
What do you mean I'm so very close? What do you mean? How could I possibly be close? All we have is football references.
Yeah?
Though there are a lot of them, aren't there?
Yeah. There's a surprising amount of football in A Song of Ice and Fire. Because I think, no matter whether you believe this theory or not, I'm going to tell you now that you shouldn't. That's the biggest takeaway you should get from this video, is George R. R. Martin fucking loves the NFL.
Okay, are we maybe foreshadowing what happens in The Long Night?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Is the song
Sorry, you're missing 3 hints. I forgot another one that you didn't get.
So is it Red Velour representing the New York Giants versus the others representing the Dallas Cowboys?
You're so close.
How could I possibly be so close?
I'll give you this hint that you came close enough to. Until they were moved to separate divisions, there was a strong rivalry between the Baltimore Ravens, a team named after a black bird, and the Tennessee Titans, a team known for wearing blue and white.
There's a strong rivalry between the Ravens and the Titans. A black bird, represented by a black bird. And the Titans, notable for wearing blue and white. Okay, so the Night's Watch as a whole represents the Baltimore Ravens.
No, I think they're more of their own thing. They might be the Crows.
Who are the Crows?
Well, Bloodraven was a crow once.
Yeah. Oh, I see. So are we looking for former... Are we looking for people who moved to the Baltimore Ravens from other teams?
You don't need football knowledge. I'm going to tell you right now. You're safe. You need to think dumb. You need to think dumber than what you're currently thinking by a couple orders of magnitude.
Am I zoomed in too far? Do I need to like dial back?
You're zoomed in too far.
Ice Giants. Ice Giants versus Giant Ravens.
No.
Regular Giants riding Giant Ravens.
Who's the quarterback for the Ravens?
That'd be Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. If you were to ask Lamar Jackson, "Are you a Raven?" What would he say?
He'd probably say sure.
Yeah. If you found somebody who retired a while ago, would they like pause maybe for a second and say, "Yeah, I was"?
You're implying something about Bloodraven.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Bloodraven.
Crows.
Bloodraven used to be a crow.
Yeah.
What is the crow in this analogy?
The team he played for.
What team is represented by a crow? Because if you say the Ravens, I'm going to lose my shit.
No, the Night's Watch.
Uh-huh. So how does that fit into the football metaphor? We're at 62 minutes. What the fuck? Am I high?
Tom, think dumber.
1-1 hungry. 1-1 alcohol.
You're not that dumb.
The others are former Night's Watch members.
Tom, I'm going to give you another hint.
Thank God.
The hint is...
Okay.
Horns are used in many sports to signal the beginning or end of periods.
You fucking look me in the eye and you tell me the last time somebody played a horn at a sporting event.
It's like a synth now. They use it, but they use a giant horn sounds at hockey games all the time.
You're right. They do that like.
Yeah, and back in the day, those used to be horns. Like legitimately, someone would play a horn.
Yeah, they were like big foghorns, weren't they?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I writing that down?
Yes, that is a hint.
Horns are used to signify the start and end of sporting events. Okay. Great. Good.
Yep. You have all the evidence you need in front of you.
What are you talking? My brain hurts. I don't know what this could possibly be. You know, when I was very, very, very high, someone asked me for help with their calculus homework, and that's the way I feel right now, Zach. But the thing is, I'm not high.
Tom, what happens when somebody blows the horn of winter?
It begins the long night?
Yes. And now circle the last clue I gave you.
Uh-huh. Right here.
Yes. What is the long night?
Is the long night a big metaphor for a sporting event?
Uh,
Is the
get
long
rid of
night a
metaphor.
literal sporting event?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
What do you mean?
The Night's Watch and the others are rival football teams. And the long night, it will finally transition fully into being a fucking football match.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
There's
oh
all
my
the setup that
god.
George R. R. Martin has done, right?
Oh my god. Yeah, you're right. And people have been like switching teams. There's been like a draft going on.
Yeah. They draft people into the Night's Watch.
Yeah.
Much like in football.
They draft people into being dead. Much like in football.
Nobody's ever seen Snarks and Grumpkins because they're at the bottom of the division.
They're down
They
there
didn't
with
make the post-
They haven't been relevant in several cycles.
They didn't make the postseason, so they're just out.
Yeah, just like the toad. Just like the toad on Golgossos or wherever it is.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the Mayreen Harpies, they didn't... They're in a different division.
Why do you think they all have matching uniforms in the Night's Watch, and everybody has, like, nicknames, too?
Oh my god. So you're like, it's an actual football game.
Yes. The Night's Watch will be decided the Night's Watch will decide the victor of the long night over the others with a literal football game.
Zach, I feel like I need to take a shower. I feel drunk. I'm angry and I'm hungry, and I blame you for both of those things.
Those are reasonable things to blame me for.
Why would you do this to me? You referenced horns so many times, and horns are so tangential to football games.
They're a major part of sporting events. In the olden days, you signified with a horn, and then the sporting event kicks off, and the football game begins.
She burned that big fine horn, aye, a bloody sin I'd call it. 1,000 years old it was. We found it in a giant's grave, and no man of us has ever seen a horn so big. That must have been
Because
what
they've been fans for a very long time. It was like back when the Giants were really good.
To tell you,
I do have a quote, by the way, from George R. R. Martin's blog.
Okay.
He writes about sports the same way he writes A Song of Ice and Fire, which is great.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna send it to you so you can read it in your dramatic George R. R. Martin scene voice.
Sure.
Just gonna DM it right to you. And then hold on, the rest of it 'cause it was too long.
I hope everyone is enjoying my Discord notification sounds. Hope springs eternal, especially for fans of the Giants and Jets, especially this year. Both teams had terrific drafts, picked up a lot of great young stars, or players who are supposed to be stars at least. Will this be the year we finally turn the corner? Then the regular season begins, as it did yesterday. The Jets opened up the season with the Ravens, and what can I say? Same old Jets. Then came the Giants down in Nashville with the Titans. They fell behind early, and deep into the second half, I was figuring I'd be opening this post with "Life is meaningless." But hey,
Full of.
Is that Saquon? He's running like he used to. And the Giants are coming back. Oops, behind again. No, wait. Hey, driving. Touchdown. They can tie it up overtime, but hey, the new coach is going for 2. And Saquon takes it in. We're up. We could actually win. Only damn, the Titans are driving. They are in field goal range. Hell, life is meaningless and full of... No! Yes! Wide left. We win. The first opening day victory in years and years for Big Blue, and the coach showed real guts. And maybe there is light at the end of the tunnel. A bright blue light. Now let's do it again, guys.
Bright blue light. References stars the whole time. Big Blue. And also he repeatedly says, life is meaningless and full of, which sounds a lot like the night is dark and full of terrors. Why is he writing about football like it's the long night, Tom? Why would George R. R. Martin do this?
Zach, I need you to know how much it hurts me to say the following sentence. All right, I need you to understand, I need you to internalize that going in, that this is physically painful for me to say. Zach, there's textual evidence for that.
I'm just saying, this reminds me a lot of like the Pacific Rim theory. I'm not saying all conflicts in a Song of Ice and Fire will be resolved in one epic football match, but I'm also saying that if it does happen, I called it.
And it's like playing the lottery. No one remembers the misses. They only remember the hits.
Yeah.
So we've got...
Like, somebody had, like... The book's taken a really long time. I have to imagine he's having a hard time getting to his intended ending. And one of those reasons could be I should have started the football part of it like a couple books back.
Yeah, there's also a possibility that he just George Lucases, right? He just gets sick of doing what he's doing, and then just like bails on it all and goes full football.
Yeah, yes, that's entirely a possibility.
Yeah.
He just like, I couldn't write the proper end to a fantasy series, but I made this really epic football match, and I changed the quarterback's name to Jon Snow. So, also, if you want to know what my theory is for what the Jon Snow show on HBO is about, this is it.
You heard it here first, folks. The Jon Snow show is going to be a sports anime.
Yes, it's going to be a sport. Well, okay, like, if you think of, like, one of the most famous basketball players of all time, Charles Barkley, his nickname was Sir Charles. And Jon Snow's nickname is Lord Snow, so it's pretty much the same thing.
Everyone please comment below. Any quote from any piece of A Song of Ice and Fire that we can use as evidence to support this. Because
sure, there's more.
I'm coming around to it.
Much like the Pacific Rim theory, if this happens, I won't be mad. I'll just be kind of surprised that this is where George decided to take the story.
Yeah, I'll be surprised and confused, but definitely having a good time.
Just imagining, like, the book comes out, like, A Dream of Spring is finally out somehow, and then just, like, you are reading through it really fast, and for whatever reason I haven't got around to it yet. And you just text me of, like, Zach, you were right about the football theory. I'm imagining that text coming across my phone and being like, what?
Zach, I'm ending the recording.
Good decision. Goodbye, everybody. Remember to fill out the nerd poll.
Goodbye.